try to grow everything we can that we're going to be eating. We've got blueberries. The kids love being out here picking peaches, picking strawberries. I recommend growing for health reasons. I mean, I lost 68 pounds out here, not even trying, it just fell off. I mostly do it because I want my kids to be healthy and I want to be outside with them. Hi friends, I'm Tiffanie Furchert. I started growing here in my backyard about 9 years ago because I wanted to grow healthy food for my family, for my little babies. And I've been growing ever since, and it's been a learning journey. I started out not knowing what I was doing and then learned a little bit and added to the garden, started with 4 buckets, and now the whole perimeter of my yard is garden. We are going to talk about the plants that I have, and then I'll try to talk about some of the plants and the medicinal values that they do have for health and nutrition for you, because that's why you grow usually food, is to have a healthy, nutritional, healthy self. Gardening itself is healthy, just being out here, moving all the time, drinking water. I lost 68 pounds out here between my 2 kids. So after I had my first one and before I had my second one, I was out here gardening and that weight just fell off. I didn't even try. So let's start talking about the plants. We are growing in a zone 9, which is pretty hot. I do water sometimes twice a day on the days that are over 100, and usually just about once a day. This plant here, I did chop it back and it hasn't fully come back from the season yet because we're still early in the spring. But this is moringa, and you can see the moringa leaves coming here. These are one of the most medicinal plants you can get. I don't know if I'm getting the full amount of nutrition growing it in a pot as I would if I was growing it in the ground. Of course, when you grow in the ground, you're pulling minerals and nutrients out of the soil. So different plants have different roots, and they're going to tap deeper into the soil to get what they need. So it is better growing in ground. Most of our stuff is going to be in pots. Moringa is so nutritional. In underdeveloped countries, they use this for prenatals, and people order these online and put them in their food for just the minerals and the vitamins that you get from them. You just dry the leaves, powder them, and you can put them on your food or in smoothies. We grow succulents just for the fun of it because they look nice. You have to have a little bit of fun and a little bit of beauty in your garden, so you want to grow flowers. I also have bees, so I need to grow flowers for them too. This is a pomegranate tree. Pomegranates are really good for high blood pressure, and they're good for your cardiovascular system. We haven't had any fruit on these yet, so far just flowers. When you grow, it's fun to grow something you can't buy in the store. So this is the California Wonder. This is what you would buy in the store, and this one's a parfinca. So I wanted to get 2 different kinds. This one produces bigger, sweeter fruit, and this one produces more fruit. Inside of every trellis, you're gonna see a bucket like this. That's strawberries. So you can never grow too many strawberries. We're growing these ones for our teachers. And then we are growing sprouts here. So these here are sunflowers. There's some snap peas coming, nasturtiums, calendula, watermelon, whatever we're just trying to get going. In front of each trellis, I'm growing roses. So these ones my daughter talked me into. They're red and white and they're beautiful. I love the variegated leaves like that. Here is chives. You can always tell when they're chives and not green onions because chives have a purple flower and green onions have a white flower. I have all these Johnny Jump Ups that are just mixed into all of my plants. You'll see these all over. This is parsley. Parsley's bolting. I like to grow parsley, chives, and dill because it's really good in ranch dressing. Over here, this plant back here, it's kind of tucked in because we grow everywhere we can. This is St. John's wort. And St. John's wort is good for high blood pressure, but you don't want to drink alcohol if you're taking St. John's wort. People in other countries like Germany, they will prescribe that for high blood pressure patients. We don't use that kind of medicine here in the United States. But if you just do research on the plants, all plants have medicinal value, and they also have side effects just like anything else, but they are not going to have the side effects that actual medicine has. You're gonna see lots of grapes. And oops, I just knocked it over. I was gonna try to grab you guys that ladybug. There's grapes growing up all over these trellises here. This one here is caraway, and it's a culinary herb. This is black cumin seed, and that is stock. Stock you would usually use in like soups. And this is milk thistle. It's quite pokey, but the actual stem is really smooth right here. You can touch the middle of the leaves. It's just the edges that have the pokies on them. The milk thistle is really good for your liver and your gallbladder. And then this is arugula. It's bolting off, but it's like a nutty flavored lettuce. I think it tastes kind of like peanut. And then this is marshmallow. A lot of people pull marshmallow out of their yard as a weed, but it's actually part of the okra family, and it's good for gut health. It has the mucilage in it. That's like the slimy stuff that's in okra, and that helps with your gut. This here is rue, and it's bolting off now. You can see it's going to seed, and it smells quite strong. You can smell the fragrance of it. It's real pungent smelling, and that people use for like chicken and fish. This one is horehound. I'm just gonna grab a piece of it and show it to you since it's kind of crowded back here to see. And it's going to seed. It puts off these pokey little seeds here. And then you would harvest it for the leaves, and you can make a tea out of it. And it's good for, they make cough drops out of this. So if you have a cough, this will help suppress a cough. I usually don't suggest suppressing a cough unless your cough's really bad and bothering you, you can't sleep, because you cough for a reason. Your body heals itself. You just sometimes need help. So if you're coughing so bad and you're tired of coughing and can't breathe, can't sleep, and you need help, this is what you want to do. You would put it in a tea and drink some, and I actually did try it before and it did work. A lot of the stuff I couldn't try because I was pregnant or nursing. So any herbs that you are growing, you cannot really take them unless you're not pregnant or nursing. And you always want to do your own research, look up your plants and the medicinal benefits of it, and research for yourself. Never take anybody's word for it. But I did try this one myself, and it did work for my cough. There's another one I'd like to show you guys, but I don't have it going right now. I had it in the past and it died off, and I'm trying to resprout it, but it's called toothache plant. And for a long time, I couldn't try that one either. I tried it with a friend when she was here, and you chew on it and it's supposed to numb your mouth, and really it does, but it creates a lot of saliva, which is what I noticed when I tried it for myself. Making sure the bees are working and not chasing us. We've been bothering them today, but they are still in a good mood. Toothache plant really does numb your tooth and get rid of tooth pain. I don't have that one to show you, but that's another good one. Right here is regular mint. We grow a lot of culinary herbs. Not all of the plants are medicinal, but some of them are just to cook with. We love Thai food, and we grow a lot of mint for that. And this is regular mint. So many things are part of the mint family, including horehound. So with mint, you do want to grow it in a bucket because it's invasive. It'll just come up everywhere. And especially if you're growing more than one mint, you don't want them to get all mixed up and you don't know which is which. This little sprout coming out is bachelor's button, which puts off a little pretty flower, just sprouting out of the roses. Things pop up everywhere. And when you grow permaculture like this, where it's everything mixed in, you kind of just let stuff go where it goes. Right here, this is mugwort. And then this one here that I just cut back is motherwort. And motherwort is, I have a lot of little, so over here weeding the garden. Got other things in there. Motherwort is good for uterine health and premenstrual syndrome. It's good for cardiovascular system. Back here I have regular basil, which we like for culinary reasons. I do have a cinnamon basil usually going, and it's gonna be popping up all over the place. I have one over there in my peppers. Cinnamon basil is a really good tea just because it's really flavorful. This is more mint. This is bergamot. I grew this mostly for the bees. It's gonna put off a lot of flowers and the bees are gonna be all over it. This is chocolate mint. This is stevia, which is a sugar leaf. My little one likes to come out here and just eat them, and they're just so sweet. You could just break them up, put them in your lemonade, and just drink them and eat them, and it tastes really good. And this is another mint. Over here I have purslane, and I got those flowers. I told you we'd be seeing them everywhere. But purslane is this. It's almost like a succulent style flower, and it has a lot of minerals and vitamins and nutrients. You can throw things like that in your salads. I got this one here from the gardening group, and it's an olive tree. It's just a tiny little one. So I'll be growing that for a while. What's funny too is I told my husband, let's get an olive tree, and he was like, no way. And then my friend was like, do you want this olive tree? And I was like, yes, I do. So I ended up with one anyways. Sage is really good for you. People like to cook with sage, but also if you are sick and you have a wet cough that just has a lot of mucus, sage will help to dry up that mucus. Same thing though, if you're a nursing mom, you don't want to drink that as a tea because it will also dry up your milk. And then right here is more sugar leaf. We like to grow stevia, and this one's bolting. You can see the flowers on there. And those will turn into seeds to grow new plants. But you can also propagate any kind of mint. So you just stick it in water, cut a piece, stick it in water, and you'll have a whole nother plant. And then right here I have feverfew. And feverfew looks just like chamomile. The flowers haven't set yet. This one's starting to set, but the leaves are different. So this is the leaves of feverfew versus the leaves of chamomile, which are really tiny like this. Mostly looks like the leaves of dill. So that's how chamomile looks with this flower. And this leaf over here is feverfew, and it'll have those same chamomile looking flowers. And then back here, this one's really a good one. And I have a small one here, and I have this one here. This one is holy basil. And holy basil is a lemony smelling basil. It's actually an adaptogen, and it helps with your nervous system. So it's calming, but adaptogens will work both ways, not just to calm you, but to just balance your nervous system. So those ones are really good to have. This is nasturtium. Nasturtiums are really good. A lot of people feed them to reptiles like iguanas or whatever. The flower itself is a peppery tasting flower. People will put them on tacos or in salads. They've got a little peppery bite to them. The leaves are edible. Everything on this plant is edible. The seeds themselves, if I could even find seeds, I have a bigger plant over there. Oh, here's some. The seeds themselves, when picked young like this before they turn brown, you can pickle them and make, they call them poor man's capers. So you can pickle them and they'll taste like capers, and you can add those to your salads, or you can put them in the ground and grow a new one. These are garlic chives. They put off really beautiful flowers that sort of look like this, but littler. This is an onion flower that's so pretty. Look at that. They're very hardy. My daughter, I picked one because it had broken off of this piece, and like it was not even attached to the plant and looked like this for days without dying, and it was just thrown all around. This is sorrel, and there's sorrel and there's wood sorrel. This one's regular sorrel. It's very, very nutritious. You can add these to your salads. This is lavender, and it just went into bloom. There's a couple types of lavender. There's Spanish lavender and English lavender. The English lavender is more aromatic, so if you're wanting to use it for the smell of it, then this one's the stronger one. This lemongrass is coming back slowly but surely, but lemongrass is a good healthy tea to have as well. This one is skullcap. The flowers are not on it yet, so it's really hard to distinguish the plant. I know because I put it here, but it puts off these purple flowers that kind of look like a little skull head. And that one's actually a sedative. It's a relaxing herb if you're to have it in a tea. I haven't tried that either because I'm nursing, so I can't really drink some of the teas. Chamomile is one of the teas that's safe for everybody. Kids can drink chamomile, babies, Anybody can have chamomile. Pregnant, nursing, you can have chamomile. Same thing with lemon balm, you can have lemon balm. Raspberry tea leaf, that is something that's also available for kids and adults. Anybody can drink it. Raspberry tea leaf is actually good for uterine health. Lemon balm, it smells so good, and it's a calming herb. It's good to give your kids this. It's mood boosting and calming. So like right before bed, it'd be a good time to give your kids that, and they'll get a good restful night's sleep, put them in a good mood. This is marjoram, which is part of the oregano family, and it's for culinary herbs. Oregano is also medicinal. It's nature's antibiotic. Like with anything, like I'm saying, I want you guys to do your own research. Don't just take my word for it. Oregano is really good. It's nature's antibiotic, but it kills off bacteria, good and bad. So you can wipe out all of your good bacteria along with your bad bacteria. So you don't want to take this all the time, only when you really need it. Right here I have wormwood. It's up and growing under this kale that's bolting. But wormwood is actually an anti-parasitic, so if you drink this in a tea or a tincture, it's supposed to help rid parasites. And we're getting kind of close to the bees, but they're pretty friendly still, even though we've been bothering them all day. Yeah.
Or let's go on the other side.
And then this whole trellis is mostly berries. The only berry probably people wouldn't really know about is these, which is a black currant, and they're supposed to be really a strong antioxidant. We tried them. They fruited for the first time last year, and we tried them, but they were really tart. But berries will be, any fruit you have the first year, it's not going to be as sweet as it's actually going to be, so we think it might get sweeter. The rest is just strawberries. We've got blackberries, grapes. In the front, I have raspberries. When I started this garden, I never thought I'd be a beekeeper. I did not like bugs, and I've learned to coexist with bugs since I was gardening. I'm like, okay, well, I've got to be in their space, right? So I started just trying to find out what's a friend and a foe of the garden. Most of the things, even the things that eat your plants, are going to be a friend of the garden because they eat the plant, they poop into the garden, and they create the fertilizer that your garden actually needs. So having a perfect garden is overrated. You do want the bugs to eat your garden. It is part of the process, and I'm learning that while I'm gardening, that bugs are mostly a friend more than a foe. And when you build it, they come. I was working around here, and bees were all around, and they never bothered me, and I never bothered them, and they were really friendly, and I would just be working with my face right next to them, not even bothered. Well, they had established themselves in the shed. And so we feel like God maybe put them here for us, and we're meant to be beekeepers, so now we're beekeeping. So we're very excited on this new journey. And we've learned quite a bit, and we're gonna keep learning and keep doing the process till we figure it out. And we've got pyramid healing, your son's business. He's over here teaching us lots of stuff and getting us started, and he's taught us so much stuff, and we've got our healthy hive established. He moved everything for us, and he's doing such an amazing job. Our bees, I'm out here and we're moving them, and I'm not even in full gear because our hive is healthy and, oh, sorry, I'm touching the mic. Healthy and friendly and established, and we're just happy to be helping them. The bees are endangered, and we were like, what are we gonna do when we first got them? We were like, do we keep them? Do we not keep them? We wanna move them safely. If we're not keeping them, we decided to keep them and to still move them safely, but just here. Citronelle is really lemony smelling, and it's supposed to repel mosquitoes. We've got peppermint, dragon fruit. We try to grow everything we can that we're gonna be eating. We've got blueberries. The kids love being out here picking peaches, picking strawberries. I recommend growing for health reasons. I mean, I lost 68 pounds out here, not even trying, it just fell off. We're solar powered. The sun gives you energy. You should be out gardening in the sun for your own health, not just eating the plants, just gardening them. I recommend gardening. I think everybody should do it. You don't have to have a green thumb to be a gardener. You know what? Buy extra plants. When you kill them, buy a new one, because we do. Experienced gardeners lose plants all the time. I think everybody should garden for health and nutrition, and it's beautiful. It's beautiful to have nature surrounding you like this. We see things that we wouldn't see if we didn't have these things out here. We were holding mantises, and my kids literally pet a hawk moth in the front yard. Like, they said, "Can I pet it?" And I was like, "Sure." I thought it would fly away, and it let them pet it. Like, you'd be surprised. Now we're beekeeping. I mean, it does grow, and you get more into it, and the health benefits are just unimaginable. Everything out here is going to make us healthier just by growing it, just by eating it. I mostly do it because I want my kids to be healthy, and I want to be outside with them. I love learning about plants and the medicinal values of them, and just growing them is just healthy. Just being out here is healthy. It's my favorite place to be. I never sit down out here. It looks like a great place to relax, but when you're the gardener, you're like, "Oh, that weed needs pulled," and you think you're just gonna pull that one weed, and then you get going. So it's really great. You get excited for every little piece of fruit that's coming. When you're planning your meals, I'm telling you, I look forward to cooking when I'm like, "Ooh, I'm gonna go get some rosemary and thyme out of the garden." Your food tastes better when you touch it first, you smell it first, and then you're looking forward to eating your dinner. When we see a dragon fruit on here, we're like, "Ooh, we get to have that soon," and we look forward to it. And when we finally get to have it, it's really an exciting thing. We love to come out here and harvest. I wish my girls could be out here, but they don't have a little bee suit yet. But they love to be out here picking fruit and helping plant and grow things. And we're farmers. This is our little farm, and we even got animals now. We got the bees. So normally we're just growing plants, and it's our homestead. We don't really have a full farm, but this is our little farm.